New story up at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. CDC mandates hermetically sealed caskets for Ebola victims. Revelation follows report of CDC storing thousands of airtight coffin liners in Georgia. The CDC has instructed funeral homes to bury Ebola victims in hermetically sealed caskets. That's what we told folks 5 years ago. A potentially disturbing revelation given reports the federal agency had previously purchased thousands of airtight coffin liners, which were being stored in Madison, Georgia, outside Atlanta. Yahoo News report reveals how the CDC is instructing funeral homes that remains should be cremated or buried promptly in a hermetically sealed casket, which must be secure against the escape of microorganisms and have valid documentation for being airtight. Dallas Institute of Funeral Services Administrator Wayne Cavender said the CDC is worried about an epidemic, but the type of caskets they were recommending were not airtight. These in Georgia are, ladies and gentlemen, and you've got more from your sources. They're calling them a cremation box, right?
They're calling them multifunctional cremation containers, and there's actually a patent on that. You can probably bring it up. There was I can't remember what year it was patented in. I think it was in the 70s.
There it is, multifunctional cremation container. And for cadaver, and it breaks it down, U.S. patent number 08/069, 980, 1995.
Yeah, the thing with Ebola patients is whenever they start getting close to death, though, it's the violent diarrhea, the violent vomiting, and the
violent Rachel Maddow. We don't talk about bloody diarrhea. It's called a Rachel Maddow. They have violent Rachel Maddow.
Right. So, I mean, if you think about really how to contain it, it would be almost to the point where you would have, before the patients get to the point where they're uncontrollably bleeding.
Before they go to uncontrollable Michael Moore.
They really need to be killed, like, before, this is what they're saying is they need to be put in some sort of a casket or possibly quarantined or in some sort of a room with other people, because that's when it really becomes a problem, is towards the end when they're losing body fluids everywhere. So, the reports.
Hey, they say let everybody in. How about we send all the Ebola patients to the White House?
Well, there you go. I mean, who knows what the White House is? Obviously, the White House isn't doing anything. I mean, Obama's holding meetings with all the African leaders and everything right now, or up at Martha's Vineyard for a long time. It's just like they don't care what's going on. Obviously, they're not out there talking about it. And, the organizations that are supposed to be holding the quarantines and helping people out aren't doing anything about it. It's all about fast-tracking vaccines and having something ready by the first of the year. So, I mean, the predictions. I mean, they're predicting that in January there could be over 1 million cases of Ebola.
1.4, yeah.
1.4 million cases. So, it's just more of a reason to start taking responsibility for your own health, start cleaning yourself out.
You are watching the best of the Alex Jones Show, weekdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central. Watch live at Infowars.com/show or become a member of InfoWarsNews.com and help us take resistance to the next level.